So my last question to you, okay, what is what is the work life of a COO? So how does your day start? How does it end?
Uh, Life is very simple, very enjoyable. You got right people working with you. I have a brilliant team who does most of the things, so I have actually nothing to do. So yeah, having a right team, working with them, giving them that kind of empowerment and environment wherein they can work. Important is they can make mistakes and not be judged. Uh, a team who becomes accountable of their own responsibility or the areas which they are operating. So it's all about team, having a right team in place, giving a good environment, and be there with them. That is what matters as a leader. And there will be tough times. There are good times. Not to get blown away with those good times or not so good times. Yeah, is all that matters. But it's nothing different than what it was earlier. It is only changing of a role, but then yeah, it now matter more is how can you make other people's life better, how can you add value to the people with whom you're working, and also being I'm in a healthcare segment, how can your action be adding some value to the mankind or the world across?
Yeah.
How can you contribute
to the community?
To the community. That is important. How can you introduce things and offer to the community which will benefit a bigger population and keep them healthy.
And it comes back to us.
Yeah, it comes back to us.
Right?
That's right.
But I can't get away from asking you this question on leadership, because you have so much of immense knowledge on leadership. A beautiful line said that you should stand by your employees even when they fail, right?
Right.
But the judgment of failure sometimes is a little ambiguous, all right? And people do tend to take it, okay, if I fail and I did not get reprimanded, okay, I do not have accountability. How do you run to stand by failure as well as yet holding them accountable?
So it's not, as I said, when you're working with right people, and is easier said than done is go make mistake. Yeah. But then once it's been done and you already have committed a mistake or whatever it is, you failed. It's not you didn't do anything. Yeah. You learned, and as a leader or as a professional, you learn what you will not be doing again in your life. That's what matters. So when you fail or your team member is not able to deliver what they're expected, it's not they get judged, because it's not that only person, maybe it is his function which is not performed, but you all came together there. So failure cannot be about one individual or about one function. It is about everybody came there. Yeah, that function is not able to deliver at that point of time up to the expectation. But then yeah, there's a learning, and as a professional, nobody takes it, yeah, if I fail, I had not got reprimanded, so it's okay. Nothing like that. Everybody, I believe, every professional is very, very accountable and wants to contribute his or her best to the position or to the organization. Nobody
intentionally.
I don't believe nobody intentionally does a thing. He'll let me do it and move away with it.
And if there is a trajectory like that, you obviously come out as saying there's something wrong with that.
There are times when you see your team member is not able to deliver.
Yeah.
It's easy, Suchit, and I'm a leader. Sometimes there are a lot of questions comes on me on that.
Absolutely. Because you passed on the role as I do nothing, but you're accountable for every mistake of your team.
So people fail, it's very critical. People fail, and as a leader, if I'm not there with them, and if I'm not making him successful or her successful,
It's your
then
failure.
I fail as a leader. It's easy
It's a very
to
powerful
replace
statement.
a talent. And that is where I have a lot of difference with many of the leaders. Like, let's replace and get a right talent. What is the right talent? You are here in a position to build talent. Somebody has done it for you. That's the reason you're here. That person also has a choice to get a senior leader from outside, but that leader gave you an opportunity to learn, make mistake, and then contribute to the organization. It's not, if I'm in a position, I was always successful. I did some miserable stuff in my life, but then leader supported me. So I'm a firm believer you need to give chance, opportunity, add value, handhold wherever it's required, and make people successful.
I think that's a beautifully, very well
Yeah.
said statement. And I think, you truly brought up that point of, success is about a community. And it's a
Actually-
beautiful thing, and I myself was, thinking, because when I was alluding to that point, I was saying, okay, how do you reprimand an individual? I was becoming very microscopic on a particular thing, but you have to look at the entire community, which did not support him, because of which that person, him or her, because of which the person could not perform. So I think beautiful, very well said. Success and failure is a community thing. It's a community piece.
It's part of life. I don't remember anybody who was always successful.
Absolutely.
There are failures, and you need to embrace it the way you embrace